G'day and welcome to the channel. My name's Dave and this is
Lillian.
Today I'm going to be teaching Lillian a little bit about cars. A couple of weeks back she came to me and asked to learn a bit about working in the shed. I figure this is a good start for her. We'll be doing other projects to get together as well. She won't always be on the channel with me because she has school to do, don't you?
Yes.
So, anyway, I think every kid should have the opportunity to learn about this sort of stuff. And my daughter damn well will. Alrighty, let's go guys. Hope you enjoy.
Bye.
I just moved the car up onto the level because when you do oil in particular, you want your car to be level as possible because otherwise you'll get a false reading and you might overfill or underfill your motor. Right. Pull your dipstick out. Give it a clean. Give it a clean. Right. Pop it back in. Pull it back out, and we have absolutely no oil in the engine because this thing's a shit box. So, better go and grab some oil out of the boot. So to fill your oil, pull that off. Just line it up. Now we could use a funnel to try and stop from having a mess, because if you miss, it goes everywhere. But this engine's already covered in oil, so it doesn't really matter. And when you're pouring it, don't just tip it in that way, especially with a full bottle, because it'll just come pouring out. If you spin it over that way, you get a better control of the flow of oil you'll get out of the bottle. So if we leave that for a second and let it set into the motor, check your water. You want to make sure your radiator caps are not hot. You do not pull these off when they're hot because it's under pressure and you'll end up with boiling hot water all over you. Basically, we just want to make sure that's full. If it's not, you top it up with coolant. Coolant's a green stuff you get in the bottle. I'll show you more about that later. Look at that, we've got some oil on the exhaust. Shut up, Bolt. So here you got two little divots in the stick here. The bottom one is low, the top one is full. So we're now pretty close to full. Pour it out for me. So that's just to wipe off your dipstick. So if you actually hold the rag properly, when you pull it out you can actually hold the other end, the oil end with the rag. There you go. Put it back in. It's easier if you steady it with your other hand. Put it all the way in. Right. Now pull it back out, but don't wipe it this time. Just pull it out. It's not going to bite you. Alright. So we want to hold it still so we can actually see where the oil level is. And that, spin it over. So we'll just do that again. So I'll show you. When you pull it out, grab your rag, grab your pull ring. It shows it fairly full. We've still got a little bit to put in. you want to have a go at putting some in? Come on, you can do it. So, hold it by the handle. You're left-handed, aren't you? So you want to hold it so that you can tip it. So what Daddy does, holds it with one hand, tips it with the other, uses his hand to steady it when he tips it in. So you do that with whichever way you feel comfortable, but just try and aim it at the hole. If you miss, it's alright. You're not going to die. Alrighty, there we go. So we'll just clean up the...
I spilled some.
That's alright. Shit happens. I should say these things happen. You don't want to... You want to leave it for a little bit to let it settle through the motor, because there's a lot of little ports and places that it has to go through to get to the sump. The sump is at the bottom of the engine. There we go, looks semi-pretty. This is an old buggered car. It's not like we've taken very good care of it. That's basically it. I should know where the oil filter is on this, but I've never changed it. Okay, come around here. See if I can get my hand in there. Can you see where my finger's pointing? There's like a little black and white. Hang on, I'll get a look at it. Can you see what I'm cleaning?
See the round thing.
Yep, that's your oil filter. Every car is different, but when you change oil on a car, you change that filter down there. I have got one inside, I just got to get more oil before I can do a change. But drop the oil from the bottom of the sump, there's a little bolt underneath it. You just drop it into a tray, and then you pull your oil filter off, and get your fresh oil filter. You rub a little bit of oil, fresh oil around the seal on it, so that when you do it up, it actually seals properly. I'm just checking the oil while I'm thinking of it. But there you go. It's pretty much on point. That's where we want it. She's now got oil. Always make sure you put your cap back on. Nice and simple. Those two things are the things that you need to do once a week in your car. So check the water, check the oil. You should also check your tyre pressures fairly regularly too, probably about the same time. We've got a compressor here, but if you haven't got one at home, you use the service station. You got grease on you? Do you want some on you?
No. Mommy!
You're going to have to get used to dirt. You're going to get it.